Hi, my name is Lee Eidem, and I'm here representing New Life Alliance. Today, I would like to talk to you guys about a little verse from Psalms. It talks about your kingdom come and your will be done. I want to start by talking about kind of a personal experience that I've had this past year. 2015 has been pretty rough. I've had 2 shoulder surgeries. I've had 2 jobs that I've lost. Gone through a lot of stressful situations. I have tried to get to a new job, going through a new job situation. And now the new year is coming and I've already had a death of a very close friend. So I will say that there's been some very trifle times. And I will say, if any Christian that has had these testful situations, that have gone through these problems in life, one of the first people we like to go and blame is God. I can personally say that that's probably one of the first people I've liked to go blame in my life is God. God, why are you doing this? It's something that we as Christians need to kind of chill out on doing. It's because it's not God. And that's kind of what I want to talk to everybody about today. What is the main focus of that verse? Your kingdom come, your will be done. Most of the time we try to always focus on ourselves. What can we do to better us? What can I do tomorrow to make my day easier? Not what can I do for God. But that's the thing. We never ask that question, what can we do for God? We tend to forget that He's the man that came down. He sent His Son to come to save us. He is our Father and our Creator. And we tend not to give Him that credit. He planned our lives out for us before we were even born. It's one of my favorite verses. Jeremiah 29:11 talks all about that. But because He planned our lives out, does that mean He's responsible for these bad things that happen? The answer is easily no. He's not even close to responsible for the bad things. We are quick to easily judge and blame Him, because who else can we blame? I mean, obviously it's not my fault that somebody died. Well, it can be, but then that's murder, and that's not what we should do. But so that's a different story. Anyways, it's so easy for us to forget God's love. But John 3:16 tells us that God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, and that whosoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. So, if God wanted all these bad things to happen to us, why would He love us so much to send His Son to the world to die? It just doesn't add up. John 3:17 talks about Jesus coming not to condemn the world, but to save the world. So again, if He's here to save us and die for us and love us, He's not causing these bad things to happen to us. It's just part of life. So how do we overcome these bad situations? Easily, Jesus. It's a Sunday school answer, but Jesus. We have to try to hope that our faith can remain firm in God. I know it's hard. It is. It's something that we can't do alone. God gives us friends and family that we can rely on and stand firm on. I've had my friends pretty much help carry me around the past year. It's been a ton of help. You can't go through life alone. And like something that was just recently talked about at Bible study, iron sharpens iron. We as Christians need to learn to sharpen other people, other Christians especially, because in life we're going to go through these trials, we're going to go through these testimonies and testaments of God that we just can't do on our own. We need to take our life experiences and we need to share them with other people, because that's a reason why these bad things happen to us. That's what I like to look at it as. These bad things happen to us so we can take it and use it to help somebody else out that are struggling. Another thing is, and it's something my grandpa used to always say, is we can bend without breaking. Just because these bad things come our way and bad situations happen to us doesn't mean we can't adapt to it. We don't have to just break down and die and cry and mope around for months around because, oh no, I just failed this class. Or, oh no, I lost my job. We have to learn to adapt. God didn't want us in that situation. There was something that was holding us back to bettering God. Something was holding us back. And if it still seems like God doesn't want us happy, well, He does. I mean, there's no real reason why God wouldn't want us happy. God knows what God knows in our hearts what makes us happy. God knows what we care about on earth. But do we take the time to know what He cares about? We're easily distracted by our everyday life. We're easily distracted by these bad things, but do we take the time to look at the good? Do we take the time to wake up in the morning and say, wow, that's a beautiful sunrise. I wonder why it's there. Well, that's God. I can say that not every day I wake up and say, thank you, God, for allowing me to breathe air throughout the night while I was asleep for 6 hours because I have to work now. So thank you, God, for allowing me to go to work. That's easily forgettable that God is there. But He's in our hearts. He's in our souls. But we have to remain hopeful for our kingdom in heaven. We have to remain at peace through these bad times, through our storms in our lives. It's not easy. But hope and faith is some of the most important things that we can have. God's given us this kingdom in heaven, but can we keep it? We can lose it. But why would you want to lose something so amazing because of a bad grade, because of a car accident, of a ticket, anything? So I'm challenging you to look at the brighter side of things. Look at the peaceful side of things. Try to remain hopeful. Try to keep your faith strong. Because faith is the evidence of things hoped for. You need both of them. So keep your faith and keep your hope. Also, if you enjoyed this, make sure to go to New Life Alliance and like our page on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. And go to our website. And if you live in South Carolina and in the Charleston area, be sure to come to our Bible studies on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Have a great evening.